I woke up this morning with a revelation about this whole Gaza situation and war and peace, and I realized that I'm trying to learn about this intellectually. Someone posted to me that they thought I was acting like a terrorist in a way because I'm arming people on one side. And I have to admit, I do love the underdog. I start getting into all this politics, and then I find myself apologizing a lot, making mistakes and stepping on people's toes and being wrong. And I don't want to become some pundit and sit there and study and study and study and try to regurgitate facts. And then I start getting biased in one way. Then I start leaning down this bias, and I start making enemies on one side and close friends on the other side. As much as I feel for the plight of the Palestinians, my allegiance is to humanity, to everybody. So rather than trusting logic, that's my mind. I have disregarded my heart, because my heart is never wrong, and my heart doesn't have to apologize. My heart will apologize because my heart knows something that my mind doesn't. My mind likes to be right. My heart only wants peace. So the question is, do you want to be right, or do you want peace? That's what I ask myself. And there's this song, if loving you is wrong, I don't want to be right. I don't want to be right. Anyway, that's what I was going to think about that song. I woke up this morning. I don't want to be right. I want to love. And I don't want people to think I'm a hate monger or that I've jumped over to one side, because I stand for peace. Everything I said I believe. But because I made up my mind, it puts me in a particular camp. We all have to understand is that if I woke up tomorrow morning and I was an Israeli and I was sitting in my house with my family and I was afraid to come out because of bombs, and I would have a different perspective of the world. That the Israelis, the people who live in that area, who are occupying the territory now, most of them are 100% sure they're right. The Palestinians are 100% sure they're right. Everybody is right. And everybody's got reason to be right. And part of the reason is because of nationalism and civic pride, that both sides really feel they're right, and both sides see themselves as a good guy or a victim or both. The victim status for the Palestinians is undisputable. They are victims. The Jews, the Israelis who are over there, they've got a victim status too. I mean, they have centuries of victim status. Matter of fact, the whole reason why they're there in the first place is because of a victimizing situation. I'm done posting from my mind, being logical and trying to take events and put them together. No, this happened before this, and this happened before that, and all these people with these different books are sharing their different accounts. That's fine, but where is it getting us? Did I do anything to further peace with my postings? Or did I just help people get more entrenched, or did I just preach to the choir and alienate other people? I want to stand for peace. I want to stand for forgiveness for both sides. And I just got a posting from a guy who said, look at this. Look at these Arabs. They blow themselves up. Israelis, Jews, Christians don't do it. They do. They're not human. It's not true. It can't be true, because my heart knows it's not true. Because my heart knows the same person who's saying that, if he was raised in Palestine, he would be thinking the way they do. Isn't it a coincidence that we think the way, most of us think the way that our neighbors do? And how safe is it to think outside of the box? When we had a communist sphere with the McCarthyism back here in the United States, when everybody started going after who they thought the communists were, if you challenged them, they would come down on you, and all of a sudden they'd call you a communist. It's like the Salem witch trials. If you stood up for justice and what was right, oh, hey, this guy's a witch too. When 9/11 happened, I saw President Bush get up there and he said, we're going to get vengeance. And I'm like, vengeance? No, we don't want vengeance. Let's heal our wounds. Let's figure out who did this. Let's work on seeking justice, but vengeance? What, this guy doesn't want vengeance? This guy doesn't want vengeance for 9/11? Did you see what happened? Are you denying that all these people got murdered? You don't want vengeance? What's wrong with you? Are you a communist? Are you a terrorist? This guy doesn't want vengeance. He doesn't want to go over there and kill all the Muslims. If this guy isn't ready to go kill all the Muslims because of 9/11, the FBI better check this guy out. He's a criminal. There's something wrong with him. He's un-American. That's what happens. And all of a sudden I get strung up because I'm not ready for vengeance. How much of that is happening? Vengeance is justice with that extra punitive push. Peace first, And then if you can't do just peace, go for justice. That's fair. But when you go for vengeance, you get your justice, and then you get an extra lick on top of them. And then what they have to do, they have to respond back. If I had your wallet, let's say you're not even stole it, I just had your wallet, and you came back and took the wallet back and said, I got my wallet. That's justice. Now, if you take the wallet, not knowing whether or not I stole it, and said, by the way, boom, and punched me in the nose, my face is bleeding. I got your wallet, and I got my justice, and there's a little vengeance for you. So now the guy walks away. If he would have just taken the wallet back, it would have all been over. That would have been just. But he had to get vengeance. And when he tells his friends about it in his little community, they all agree with him. If you don't agree with him, you might get a punch in the nose. So how safe is it to disagree? I'm going to bet that most everybody in all of these regions, all they really want is peace.